revived, the cases are now permanently dismissed, Mr. President. This was promulgated September 29, 2025 at Naga City, Mr. President.
Did Mr. Dennis Pinlock conduct its own investigation aside from the investigation of the NBI?
Yeah. That's it. Well, apparently, Mr. President, this was this incident happened during the term of the predecessor of Mr. Pinlock, a certain Mr. Natividad, Mr.
Did your
President.
predecessor, did his predecessor investigate this case of Attorney Condes? I presume there are a lot of holdovers there.
So they did not conduct any internal investigation, Mr. President. So I guess it was the NBI who initiated the action, Mr. President.
All right. There is a slash of 19.7 million pesos in the budget of the Optical Media Board. What are the what programs are going to be affected because of the decrease in the budget of the Optical Media Board?
Well, Mr. President, we slashed the capital outlay, and we also slashed a portion of the MOE because also looking at the number of cases and also the performance of the agency, we recommend these amounts because of the the number of inspection is not as many as what we want, Mr. President.
How many employees are there in the OMB?
Mr. President, there are 49 employees. Mr.
Only
President.
49.
Yes.
How much is the MOE?
33 million, Mr. President.
33?
Yes.
What is the highest salary?
Sorry, the MOE. Sorry, I was looking at the PS. 13 million, Mr.
30
President.
million. And the PS?
33 million, Mr. President.
Itong 33 million, pambayad to sa mga empleyado. Am I right?
Correct, Mr. President.
Alright.
It's their salaries and
Doon
wages.
sa 49.
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay. Because I believe, wala bang overlapping to ng functions sa mga employees concerned? What do they do? Ito 49 na ito, what do they do? Are these agents of OMB? Walang overlapping of functions?
So, 92 yung plantilla nila. 92 yung plantilla nila. 49 ang nakahire, ang nakahire.
Well, Mr. President, the 49 is scattered in four core areas. Administration, they're also doing licensing, they also have legal, their legal division, and they have enforcement, Mr. President. So it's scattered in four different divisions, Mr. President.
Do you agree with me if we transfer these 49 employees of the OMB to the FDCP or the Film Development Council of the Philippines, since my bill, which is to abolish the Optical Media Board, because I believe that this is already an obsolete, is non-performing agency of the government, and I think that we are wasting quite a substantial amount of government funds, and I think it is much prudent that we transfer all the employees and abolish the OMB transferred all the employees to the FDCP and let the FDCP absorb the employees of the Optical Media Board. May I know the opinion of the chair, Mr. President? We can transfer, if I may, we can transfer the funds, the funds, the 33 million to the FDCP and let them work there and abolish the OMB.
Well, Mr. President, this is my personal opinion and walang personalan to sa OMB. I agree
Okay,
with you.
walang personalan to.
Walang
I'm just
personalan.
thinking about, because I think, and I really believe that this is already a non-performing government agency.
Yeah.
And I have a previous chat with the former executive secretary, and he agreed. And even the Senate President, who is I think who is one of the proponents of, authors of this, law that was enacted. He already agreed that this is already an obsolete industry, non-performing agency of the government. He also agreed that it has to be abolished. That's why I'm urging my colleague, Senator Robin Padilla, to hear this bill to abolish it eventually.
Well, Mr. President, His Honor Senator Jinggoy, and ito nasabi ko sa kanila, walang personalan. We're just doing our job as legislators. I agree with you 101%.
Okay.
And as a testament to that, I will co-author your bill to abolish it, Mr. President. And we have three options moving forward. Number one, we can provide them with a wind down budget of 3 to 6 months para mag-wind down na. Number two is we tell the Government Optimization Board to already consider winding down this agency because I agree with you 100%. I sat with them during the budget hearing. Wala na hong gumagamit ng CD. No? Obsolete na ho yan. And I don't agree that the OMB regulates USB. Ang ginagawa ho nila, nagre-regulate ng USB. No one regulates USB. You can buy USB anywhere. No? So, I don't see the point of regulating USB. Let the private sector use as many USBs as they want.
Yeah.
So, the people now, they don't watch CDs anymore. Lahat po ay streaming platforms already, like Netflix, like
Viva
Amazon
Max.
Prime.
Viva Max.
Viva Max, di ako nanonood ho niyan. No? Bawal ho sa religion ko ho yan. So, Mr. President, so in other words, the times today, like you said, ako ay 100% I agree with you, the times today have reached and rendered the Optical Media Board totally obsolete, Mr. President. And we just have to find a proper transition for the employees because hindi naman nila kasalanan, naging obsolete po yung industry or naging obsolete po yung agencies. So we just have to find a proper transition for them. So I lay down some options so that the employees can transition properly to a different agency or to other responsibilities, Mr. President.
May I ask from the good sponsor if it is appropriate if I tell you to transfer the funds or the budget of the OMB to FDCP?
Mr.
Para
President,
ma-zero na itong budget ng
Yeah.
OMB.
well, Mr. President, the mode that I'm thinking, and again, no, walang personalan to. No, I just have to repeat that many times. We can provide them with a budget 3 to 6 months to transition. No, para yung mga tao po meron namang forewarning na they have to transition to another agency. And then we can put that budget to another agency like the Film Development Council because they have almost similar functions and skill sets. And then request from the executive to do the transfer because we cannot transfer, Mr. President. We're a different branch of government. No? So we have to request from the agency that these are the findings of the legislature, and our recommendation is to transfer the employees to the Film Development Council. No? So dahil hindi ho tayo executive, all we can do is just recommend, Mr. President. But the budget, of course, if they don't do that, will cease to exist by the 6th month, Mr. President.
All right. I totally agree with the opinion of the good sponsor, and I hope, again, I urge our colleague, Senator Robin, who is the chairman of the Committee on Public Information, to please hear this, conduct a hearing on this particular bill to abolish the OMB. Wala, as what Senator Sherwin said, walang personalan to. We're just doing our jobs, our job as.
The other option, Mr. President,
yeah.
because there's already a 10 billion peso allocation for the government optimization program this coming 2026. The other option is to recommend to the optimization board, my board kasi sila, to do the appropriate transfer and winding down of OMB. That's the other option, Mr. President. So we have two options that we can look at, and I would seek the guidance of Senator Jinggoy, who's been monitoring this particular issue for many, many years. No? So we would seek some guidance from him.
Maybe you can choose the best option leading to the abolition, eventual abolition, or the impending abolition of this non-performing agency of the government. I think this is under the office of the president. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, I think I already mentioned this to the president, and he agreed that this is also a non-performing government agency.
That's why,
So-
Mr. President, if you look at the cuts that we made in the budget, it's actually a signal that the wind down should already begin. No? That's why we took out the CO, we reduced the MOE, but of course, we're very concerned with the employment status of
Yes.
the employees. So we're
Hindi
very...
naman mawawala ng trabaho
Yeah,
yung...
Mr. President, if you can recommend a transition
Yeah.
to a more productive responsibility, then we'll support that, Mr.
Yes,
President.
hindi naman mawawala ng trabaho yung mga yung mga empleyado ng OMB. Of course, that is also our primordial concern. Baka mawalan ng trabaho yung mga employees ng OMB. That is not our target here. Kasi lilipat naman yan sa ibang government agency. So don't get me wrong, ha. Of course, we are also thinking of the welfare of the employees of the Optical Media Board. And anyway, I bow to the wisdom of the good sponsor, and maybe we can talk about it and think about the best option, which will benefit, of course, our government.
Mr. President, if the argument is there's an existing law, actually there's a lot of examples of unfunded laws, Mr. President. Alam naman natin, not all the laws that we are enacting or passing here gets funded. For example, RA 10353, an act defining and penalizing the crime of enforced or involuntary disappearance, wala pa ho siyang funding. An act establishing, RA 11908, an act establishing a parent effectiveness service program appropriating funds therefore, wala pa ho siyang funding. So, kung ang argument po ay wala po, may batas, pero walang pondo, marami ho tayong ganyan. No? So, but in this particular case, it's a signal to the executive that us, the legislators, find it that this agency is no longer attuned to the times because the times have moved from CDs to the streaming service. No? So that's for me, that's a valid argument to wind down the agency.
I hope by next year, during the next year's budget, I hope I wouldn't be asking the same questions all over again. Because last year, if my memory serves me right, I keep on asking these questions all over again. And I hope next year, during the budget season next year, budget hearings next year, wala na itong mga ganitong klaseng tanong. Kasi nakakasawa na eh. At,
Mr. Chairman, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. Kahit na 47 million yung kanilang budget compared, it's a small budget compared to the others. But 47 million is 47 million.
of course.
No, so That's why we're looking for ways to make the budget allocations efficient and making sure that the amounts that go to the agencies are really felt by the people, Mr. President.